Alrighty, so a couple weeks ago I installed a K&N cold air intake. I wanted to make a video. I originally wanted to do an install video. It was my first time doing it, so I didn't get around to it. I had a few problems installing the thing too. So I'm going to open up the hood and show y'all what it looks like. Try and get it with one hand here. Trying to film before it gets a little too dark. So this is what the K&N cold air intake looks like inside under the hood. Frees up a little bit of space. It just overall just looks a bit nicer. Since this is a 2003, it is a little dusty, so it does make the engine bay look a little bit nicer. So this is a 4.3 liter V6. This is what the air intake is going to look like with that. So what is a cold air intake? So what it's supposed to do is replace your disposable air filter if you have that for your stock intake. Sometimes relocates it. It tries to deliver cooler air into your engine. So now what that does is cooler air carries more oxygen, which translates into a more intense explosion in the combustion chamber to create more horsepower and torque. That is allegedly, I know a lot of people say that these air intakes, they don't really do anything. It's kind of a waste of money. That's what most people say. I went ahead and just spent the money on it anyways. If it doesn't do anything, I mean, it looks better underneath the hood. You know, it frees up a little bit of space. So how long did it take me to install it? It took me about 2.5 hours. I had a little bit of trouble, and I'll get into that here in a little bit. But it is relatively easy to install. So what I usually do is look up YouTube videos on how to install it. So I try to just copy what somebody else does. That didn't really work for this because it's very specific to their engine make. So looking at the instructions that comes in the box is a lot easier. It tells you step by step what to do. I should have did that first. So I kind of ran into trouble looking at YouTube videos. And yeah, so the site says it takes 60 minutes or less. For me, that was not true, and this is my first time doing it. So some of the problems I had while installing it, the intake manifold right here, the fitting, I don't know if y'all see that. So there's 3 bolts that go down into it. The first 2 right here, 1 and 2, and then the one in the back. So originally, you can see there's not a bolt in there. It stays in, it's tight. But originally, when I was trying to get it in there, the fitting for this piece right here, this 3-bolt piece that connects to the intake, I don't know what was wrong with it. I guess it was just made kind of weird where it was offset, and then a couple centimeters maybe. So I couldn't get the bolt into, it was either this one and this one, these bolts going in there, and then this third one not going in. But it all around, I couldn't get 1 bolt in there. I can only get 2 out of the 3. All right, what else? The filter, so it fits pretty nice in there, but it does kind of rub up against this metal piece right next to the headlight housing a little bit, which isn't that bad. But other than that, it's not a big deal. My biggest problem was just that fitting, not being able to put that 3rd bolt in the back in there. But I mean, I got it tied in there. It's not going anywhere. I've been driving it for a couple weeks, checking up on it. So I guess it's not that big of a deal. Sorry if I'm out of breath. Once I start talking, I start going a little bit. But other than that, it's a pretty easy install. You can see that there's my notes. You can see that it does look a lot better. And this is a 4.3 V6. I know it's not the most powerful engine out there, but you know, so when I'm driving, I haven't really seen a difference in it. I know that it's supposed to like give it a cooler sound whenever you're stepping on the throttle, but I cut my muffler off, so I can't even hear it if I wanted to. And then with the more horsepower claim, you know, this is a 4.3. I have 20-inch wheels on here, 20 or 18-inch wheels, I can't remember. So it's got a hard time pushing them either way. So there's really, you know, 15 horsepower difference, you know, I can't even tell if that is a thing. But other than that, I just wanted to kind of make this video. I wanted to make an install video, didn't get to it because, you know, I had some trouble and it's my first time. But I hope this helped anybody. If they are planning to, you know, buy one. If there's anything else or something, or if anybody has one and they did find a way to make that third bolt fit, and they were getting around to that same problem, you know, if y'all can comment, you know, that'd be sick. But other than that, that's about it. This is my 2003 Chevy Silverado. I can go ahead and make a video in the future about what I've done to it. But other than that, that's it for the cold air intake.